Indeed, aloha meatheads, it's time for the Can Carry Cromwell Mastery Game, second class, first class, and this is just about the best premium in Tier 6 your money can buy. It is a historic vehicle, the Desert Rat, and has a great place in World War II. It has amazing gun depression over the front, and it can even shoot through its back. It has so much gun depression. Wonderful tank. The downsides are a low velocity gun with mediocre pen, but outside of that, fantastic tank. So here we are on Normandy. Got a toes platoon here with my man Phantom_879.
I'm your friend.
And we're going to head out here, wreck the noobs. And I tend to like to go to Cap A in most cases here.
Alright, here we go. It's showtime.
Be sure to stick around for the 7-kill Raisin Mastery at the end.
You was styling out there like a champion here.
Alright, Phantom's heading up to the central cap area, and I'm going to take A. I like to use these little berms and bunkers as some cover while I investigate if anyone else is YOLO'd up here quickly. Seems clear. Let me grab A. Little help from Stuggy. And there's a straggler down below who needs some punishment. A is now covered. Let's go deliver some hurt. And you can tell by looking at the mini-map, B is being addressed by my platoon mate, so all is in hand. This guy's gone. Let's find where we can next apply ourselves. And the good news is we have A and B secured now at this time. And another straggler. Beach is really bad. Your tank is slowed down by the sand down there. And I'm about to track him, and look at this guy. What a cock. You should know better. But you just get slowed down by the sand down there and just get rained on.
Dangerous position. Yeah.
Now look at, I say look at here.
Yeah, this guy, I mean... Yeah, I overreact to get a little pissed off here, but, you know, he just moved right in front of me. I thought it must be some noob, but we'll see later. He's actually an accomplished player, and he just decided to block me for no damn reason. Alright, so they've circled around, and I want to start getting shots into these guys without getting smashed too much myself. So while I reload, back up, use the seawall a bit as a cover, get another one into him. VK-2801s are fast and dangerous with great guns, so try to get rid of them. And the nature of the game is changing up just a little bit here, with us, fighting our way upward. And we're slightly ahead on cap points. Don't forget, killing reds decreases their cap points. So it's important now at this point for us to remember we are ahead in kills. And try not to lose it. I'm trying to track this guy. I'm getting hit from too many people. And you'll notice no bounces. You gotta calculate into that. Just don't get hit as often as I am. And we just gotta take care of these last two. So this will be a pretty easy cleanup show here. Using the hill for cover, you can see the great gun depression on the Cromwell, allowing me to do this. And that is it. And our friendly MT-25 decides to unload into me for some reason.
Chill out.
Et voila. Les gars et les filles. We have a second class. Mostly due to getting cap, setting people on fire, spotting and other good things, but also getting top damage. So 1700 is not exactly a lot. And there's our favorite jerk-off who blocked me from tracking that KV-1 down there. Not very high damage scores, but good win rate. I think he must be some kind of a re-roll. And off we go to Alpenstadt, one of my favorite maps. I like the big maps. And I cannot lie, all those itty-bitty maps go die. Give me some space, not the itty-bitty place. Yeah, don't worry. We'll wrap again. You'll never hear that from me again. Alright, this is a fun one where it's a first class with some funny kills, especially at the end. Good times. So being that I'm in a medium and we do have some speed on the team, I'm trying to get people to go up to this spot here to cut off any spotters that want to get over that train trestle and the tracks. I'm in a platoon with my man Cromwell B, and we do some good work together in a minute. So here I'm just spotting. There's no reason to push out and be overly aggressive yet. you can rely on your team to do stupid stuff and unintentionally spot. So I think the meta has changed quite a bit from running to early spotting places and spotting people up. You just get wrecked. The game has become much more campy. And I think in order to succeed, you really have to slow down these days and then use speed in punctuated moments when appropriate, but not just YOLO out there and get spots early by yourself. But what do I know? I do know that 2 guns are better than 1, so focus fire, put them away. And this is a good spot to use that gun depression of the Cromwell and keep the ridge ready to hide behind. So nice teamwork there. Coral puts the enemy VK away.
All too easy.
And the OP Cromwell platoon moves into town. Yeah, our team is split, which is typical these days, unfortunately. But we can surround them now, since they're holding the front, at least to a degree. We can circle around the back and the sides to hit enemies. So I'm looking where Coral is on the map, and I can see he's headed off to get a straggler, so I help him pursue here to keep him alive and to do double the damage.
Doing the thing here.
That's the old low pen gun of the Cromwell against a lot of armor. Zoom in here, final shot. And he gets the kill. Yeah, German armor is tough. Really tough to penetrate with this low velocity gun. So I'm using HE to maximize my damage. You'll see this here. So you see all that gray area, that means that can be penetrated fully with HE. Good night, Irene.
Yeah.
Well, they got 4 tanks left, and this is going to go by fairly quickly at this point. 2 ARLs hanging around Cap for some reason. AMX sneakily somewhere. But let's get rid of this Russian armor first. And away he goes. Coral gets another. And we have these 2 ARLs still at Cap in the center.
Well, what are you doing here? Yeah.
1 down.
Yeah.
ARLs are tough beasties. Et le deuxième est mort.
Say, what are you up to, boy?
I don't know where the hell this guy was when the action was going down, but
It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. No.
he is penning me, but he's going down, and I'm going to pen him against this wall to hold him here. Even if I die, he's wedged in.
Ooh, yeah.
Nice parking job, man. So that gets us the first class, 3 kills, platoon, kicking ass, doing great. 2,350 damage, getting that legendary damage, and doing better than 95% of the punters out there. Brothers in Arms showing the platoon a crucial contribution, getting at least 6 kills because we're just dropping the hammer on fools, and we got our 6 kills. And wow, look at me, like 800 more damage than him. So here we are for the final one, the mastery. Over on whatever pagoda is, I forgot the name of this damn map. Heading out here to where the lights and mediums tend to go, because looking at the map, you can tell we got 2 heavies, they got 2 heavies. Normally I go up to the pagoda and camp out on the steps up there and get some good positions, but just had the feeling there'd be some work to do over here. Unlucky miss. Can't quite get this guy, so I have to relocate here. Take a look. The mini-map team is coming up from behind, so I can push a little more aggressively without getting isolated. And that STRV is going to figure in a little bit later. I think he's just a bit lost in general. And here I am using that killer gun depression to pull off shots like this, which I'm not sure you could pull off in any other tank. So spotting, looking around. Here's this SU who also camps out there for quite some time. I'm trying to find targets of opportunity. KV2, I don't want to get nuked by him. They just seem to eat up Cromwells. With a good HE shot, they will blow you up in 1 shot. So I want to be very cautious. I don't know how good of a player this guy is. So I'm trying to clear some obstacles that may be in the way and get some better view on him. Use this ridge line here to be able to scout and see him, but have a place of safety where I can duck back down. There he is. Don't want to have any of that. Too many tanks over there. So I'm going to look at these guys, see what I can do over here, see how accomplished they are or not. And this Kuro, there's no way he can hit me when I'm this far below him. So let me work on him for a bit and farm. Being careful to make sure that I do pen, try to get as flat on him as I can. And here's this MT who's going to rush me. So yeah, he's got a deadly gun. He can unload into me. I'm trying to just hit and pull back, and not give him just a barrage of shots he can do until I reload. Got a happy bounce. You're not going to get a lot in the way of bounces in this tank. Just armor, kind of craptastic, but you get some lucky ones once in a while. This guy's pushing up. I want to clear him out. And maybe a bit of a mistake, because now I'm getting fired on by 2. And I really thought the MT was going to leave. So I make sure I put this SU-85 away. Get some of those bounces off the MT-25. Put him away for kill number 3.
Ooh, yeah.
Now I've lost a ton of hit points. I want to reassess and play carefully. We are currently down 1 tank with a couple of one-shots, including myself. Kuro's here. Not sure why he didn't fire on me. Maybe he'd already fired, didn't have one in the barrel, not certain. Oopsie, what's going on there? I've had huge problems with this replay. KB2.
What are you up to, boy?
Got a shot into him, backing up real quick. Switching over to APCR to make sure I penetrate him. Oh, most deadly tank on here is out. This guy, STRV, I don't know if he's drunk or lagging or what's going on, but he's completely ineffective here. We both bounce each other. Each. Not wanting to take more damage. See you later, buddy. So, 2 on 2. You can hear my teammate firing off there in the distance. Let me see what I can do to help. I've reset camo. And I'm just going to bum rush in on this SU and hope to clear him with speed and surprise. Bounce off him. He misses. I clear him. And now I'm just going to get the hell out of Dodge. Or as we say in Hawaiian, hele. Time to hele. Get out of there. I didn't want to circle a death him. I mean, he could ram me and take a shot and I'd be gone. So I would have to unload a couple shots into him in order to kill him off, which I'm just not prepared to risk. So we'll go classic damage for distance. So there he is. Got one into him. I actually encourage my teammate to make a move on him to clear him. I'm not even aware that it's going to be 7 kills here. So I took my last shot that I can take. Hit him. Oh, unfortunate low roll. I'm like, go dude, go get him. Doesn't move, so I just figure, hey.
Icing the champagne right now.
Ice the champagne. Boom. 7 kills. And that gives us the big glory.
Yeah.
McDonald's M. Yeah, mastery, baby. So we get the 7 kills, obviously. Got all the good medals that one would expect from a Raisin 7-kill mastery domination. Hey, normally I would say that is it, but I had a ton of cool Cromwell stuff, so I'm throwing in an extra one here. Another match in Alpenstadt, and I've got a few more. But I think I'm going to have to move on to a different tank. But the Cromwell, obviously one of my favorites. But let's move on to Alpenstadt and throw in the bonus. Remember, kids, you can always send me your replay, so I'll put contact information at the end. Alright, this match is just bizarre. Check this out. So, going to the typical spotting area up by the train trestle, and absolutely no one is getting out of spawn. They're just kind of milling about. I'm thinking I'll spot, maybe they'll move, maybe they're making some decisions. They're kind of moving towards town, but not really. So I'm looking around. I'm thinking these guys are just not getting out of spawn. I'm not going to sit here and get destroyed for this.
I've been snubbed.
Get that shot in on the VK2801. Nobody is coming. And I'm thinking, this is a lost cause. I better get out of here.
Something went wrong.
Still no one's coming. Fine.
I can't wait all day.
Well, look at that. We're a minute into the game, and they're either not out of spawn or barely out of spawn. Time to relocate and go with the team. No need to be fully prideful and tough it out by myself. So, best to get with the team and see what good can be done. I don't want to be obstinate and sit there saying, I'm right, I'm not going to handle this area. I would get smashed. So, even if your team is being dumb, like, look at this, just sitting out in the wide open.
I gotta straighten this lad out.
You know, even non-sniping tanks sitting there, heavy tanks, in the back.
Really?
Man, this game, people are just not learning the fundamentals. They're just like, heavily armored tank. I'm gonna be a sniper, man. Just sit there.
Like this could warp his
So,
mind for life.
some movement. People are moving a tiny bit out towards the cap.
This is gonna cause more confusion than a mouse in a burlesque show.
And that is one of the strangest starts to a game that I've seen in a very long time. I mean, we're 2 minutes in now. So I want to set up crossfires, which is always the smart thing to do. We've lost a Dracula, which is bad news. That's one of the best tanks we have, and that noob went and got himself destroyed.
You must have goofed up somewhere.
There's a straggler, but nah, not this time. I don't want to go all the way back there again. If anyone's coming from spawn, I'll let the TDs back there take care of it. But at least, as you can tell, looking towards cap, they have put some hurt on that whatever that tank is down there below. So what I'm going to move in here, as we're losing people, T25AT, take him down. I can't penetrate him from the front at all. Definitely need to get his sides and rear, so take that opportunity to do so. We're actually ahead. Stunning. So I'm still trying to get up, conserve my hit points and get some crossfire going, which I can do. Had the opportunity for a full roll there, but my crew skill, but didn't happen. Trying to track the KV2, keep him killed, and I'm watching where his turret is pointing. So, tracked him. And I guess I'll take care of him myself. So now we've turned the tide again. Take this J-Panther out. I want to stay behind him or to his sides. Trying to track him. Don't care much about the small damage I'm taking here. He's done. Let's take this easy 8 and it's a game. So, from a really bad start, remember, don't give up. Don't just throw your towel in and say, screw it. You can turn stuff around. Nice. So from me thinking this is all over to 3 kills, that's a nice turnaround, I'd say. So just remember, maybe think and go with the team. If you see things aren't going your way, that's a second class with 3 kills from a game that I thought, oh, we're done. It's all over. Not tons of damage, but hey, you know, 3 kills. Second class, strange start to the game. And second highest damage. I'm sure there are other factors at play, like the Reds being pretty bad. But hey, this has turned into a 20-minute video, so let's call it an evening. Bonsoir à tout le monde. And schlaf gut auf Deutsch. And hey, thanks for tuning in. As always, you can send your Uncle Meet them replays. Meet_locker at 9911 on Discord, or meet_locker at alter.audio with the old email for old school people like me. Let me know how salty you want them. And as always, kids, please do remember, Keep it salty, pendejos.